So the flash, soon as I woke up, it was, now it's probably, since I woke up, it's probably been 7 minutes ago. As soon as I woke up, I heard, the thunder. I couldn't hear it that well. I turned off the air conditioning unit up here. Good morning. As soon as I did, within 20 seconds, I looked toward the window, and that flash, it literally, the flash that I saw in the sky, it was like when somebody's welding or something with plasma welding, you can't look at it. When you got a plasma torch, it's that bright. It was so bright coming through that window, you all. That's not normal. There's something going on up there in the sky. And I thought, how strange, as soon as I look at the window, even though the curtain's in front of it, that flash occurs. It was like two big bursts, and it was like a plasma torch that you had to use welding glasses. I thought, you know what? That's what that looked like. I didn't hear it. Didn't hear no boom, 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 boom. It was just boop, boop. And then that was it. That was it. Just like that. From shit, Project Bluebeam, period. Well, that's your own perception of what it could be. There's many theories of what it is and what it isn't. And I guess that has to be up to the own individual. I happen to think that I happen to know that there are UFOs up there in that sky, and that there are interdimensional beings, interdimensional ships. I happen to believe in a spiritual realm, which some would call an interdimensional realm. And that interdimensional realm most definitely has ways of coming and going, the entities that are in it. CERN knows it too. Um, Good morning. Yeah, I don't really read much at all into that Project Bluebeam. Years and years ago, I heard about it, looked into it and stuff, and it doesn't really resonate all that well with me at all with what's going on in the skies since my 4 years of doing this right here. It doesn't resonate. It would make a good fallback, as if a seed was planted years and years and years ago to get embedded into people's minds that if they ever did see something in the sky, well, they could just dismiss it as not even being real. What I do know is everything that happens on this earth has a real world effect on the people, on the people. Even movies that people watch, it has a real world effect on the people too. So are there UFOs in the sky? Absolutely. Are some of these UFOs, these ships, interdimensional? Absolutely. They've been seen since the beginning of documentation in forms of writings, drawings, all of that kind of stuff. Um, so, yeah, I don't think everything can be easily dismissed as a Project Bluebeam, but to each their own. But that flash in the sky was like a plasma from a torch, from somebody welding. It was that bright. And I'm thinking, wow, because the lightning, even on the lightning maps, the real-time lightning, it looks unnatural, um, totally unnatural. There's something else. There's another force at play here, and that plasma is very powerful. It's got a lot of energy to it, and lightning is plasma. And CERN, we read that last night. NASA, CERN, uh, plasma's powerful, and they can harness that energy of it. Hello, Susan, honey, y'all. I know this is early, but I know as soon as I open my eyes, within like 20 seconds, and I sat there and I thought about it, I thought, wow, it's like a flash. It's like a solar like flash, even though, it's in the sky. Yes, you all, please give this video a thumbs up. Um, the moon is way off. Well, what if the moon's not what we think? There's lots of theories on the moon too. And there's a movie that just, I think it came out, or it's been out for a while, or books or something, Moonfall, about this entity. I'm not going to say what type it is, but they destroyed this planet. My husband watched it yesterday. It's hard for me to sit down and watch a movie, but he watched one, and he said the entity came to a planet and they destroyed that planet, and the inhabitants of that planet, I guess, made the moon, or they had the moon, and they reseeded Earth, and the entity now is trying to destroy that moon to get rid of those people, those beings that inhabited the moon. Um, and there has been records of rockets being launched at the moon um, to try to destroy the moon. Um, there's been books, I think from long, long, long time ago, the maybe 19, I don't know, the early 1900s, written about the moon and the inhabitants on the moon, and sending rockets to the moon. Why do you want to send a rocket to try to destroy the moon? And like Elon Musk with his rocket that went toward the moon. Something's up, something's not right, something's way, way off in this world that we live in, and we're not being told the whole truth. There's a lot of rabbit trails that are out there, and I think they are deliberately put out there to mislead people, to put them on the wrong trail because they don't want them to find the right trail that leads to the truth. There's many diversions. Many, it's like a maze. You got to find this, you got to find your way through this maze that they have created with all these different theories and stuff. It's wild. Um, Bad entities are gone from the moon. Um, I don't know about any of that. I know that the things are way out of balance, extremely out of balance. We all can feel it, and there is darkness that is ever encroaching into this realm that we live in, and it literally is. It's making its way throughout. It's like weaving in and out through the realm, the dimensions, and it's affecting people, and it's affecting things and Earth. It's disrupting the regular flow of energy to where there is an imbalance of bad, and not there. It's not balanced with the good, and it's affecting people too physically. The things that are happening. It's affecting the dream state. It's affecting the real world. Even though they say time and chance happen to us all, like fish are caught in a cruel net, so men are trapped by evil times that fall unexpectedly upon them. Well, there seems to be a lot of evil times that are falling unexpectedly upon a lot of people. That's in the Proverbs. As fish are caught in a cruel net, so men are trapped by evil times that fall unexpectedly upon them. We're seeing that, and it's strange. It really is. But I guess there has to be an imbalance for you to know that stuff is not in balance and something is not right, that it needs to be fixed somehow, some way. The moon pulsating, um, it does pulsate, and sometimes it changes its shape. I think in that movie Moonfall, my husband said that like the moon was like, I guess, artificial, and it has an artificial crust around it, just like something that you would want to hide. You would want to make it cloaked big time so that people wouldn't know what they were truly looking at. Orioles, or Orioles belt or Orion's belt. Yeah. Um, you woke up saying Elohim over and over. Grand Rising, you all. Grand Rising. Orion's belt, yeah. So I am going to get off of here. Let me try to sit up straight. Yeah. So this flash that was in the sky was really fast, and it did. It looked like the plasma from a plasma torch. That's how bright it was, even through the window with the curtain on it. And I'm sure it's like trying to look at the sun when it's super bright in the sky. You can't look at it. It literally blinds you, totally blinds you. Like you're like a deer in the spotlight. You just like can't look at it. Okay, now listen. So there's a reference in um, the New Testament in the Bible about the Apostle Paul as he was on his way, I forget to where he was going. He was persecuting all of the Jews or the Christians, persecuting the Christians or something. And then a bright light appeared to him and blinded him. Or I think his name was Saul then. Why are you persecuting me? Said that light. Because he was the chief persecutor. He went out of his way to persecute, but he was blinded by that light. It was so bright, and he was told to go to this house and wait for someone. His eyesight did return, and he had a rethinking of what he was doing. But could you imagine? It was so intense and so bright, it literally temporarily blinded him. So, yeah, it's not unheard of. It isn't. And, they tell you you can't look at plasma torches without filters on your face, or you will experience a blindness. I don't know how long it will last because I'm not eager to look at a plasma torch while it's doing its cutting and stuff like that without anything like that on I don't want to take that chance and damage my eyes. That's right. Yeah, burned you. Then that's like Moses when he's on the mountain and there's that burning bush, and he couldn't look at it. He couldn't. When he came off the mountain, his face was all different. What his face looked like. He said like the Shekinah glory or something. It was illuminated or something. I think he had to wear a veil or something over his face. Um, you barely slept again. Well, I tried to sleep. I really did. I didn't sleep too much. I can't really see that well. Dina. Yeah. Good morning. Feels like you was in some type of a fight last night. Is anyone experiencing any swelling of your knees? I know this has been going on for around 2 months, just like the back pain and the neck pain, and any other ailment your body is experiencing, any other unusual pain, because things are happening in the dream state as well. And if the dream state really is another realm and entities can move freely in there, then it's happening in that realm. 222-444. Your ankles don't feel right. Yeah, it's strange. It's like your bodies are under attack, and it's the joints and stuff, things that you need to move. This one person had, in one of the comments on a video, their shoulder, they woke up, their shoulder was killing them really bad. They went into the doctor, had x-rays, and I think their shoulder or something was broke. You're seeing the same at this moment. You said that flash is not normal, Julie. It's not normal. That's right. There's something going on. Um, and I think that we're wise enough to know the difference of what's normal and what isn't normal. Um, we can sense it in our spirit. And there's energies out there, and they're not of this world. They're not of this world. These energies, to put it, yeah. You feel a presence and you're not sure how to describe it. Nadine, honey, where do you feel it at? You feel it in the spiritual realm, um, as if it's waiting in the shadows. I don't have no water in my cup. Yeah, it's waiting in the shadows. It's a heavy, heavy presence with not too good of a feel to it. Um, Richard, what are you talking about? Melissa's on the box and can't watch that rubbish. Um, you feel outside at night. Yeah. Well, it's a good thing your senses are working, that you can sense and feel when another type of energy comes into the space around us, even though it may be invisible, but it's interdimensional. It's real. It really is. We're a spirit in this body. Our spirit, our soul. This is just a vessel. And we too have energy. People inhabiting these bodies, they can have negative energy or positive energy. And if you're around someone who is loaded with negative energy in them, oh, you can feel it. You can feel it when it comes out of them as you walk past them, as you get near them. That's how big their energy field is. Very, very powerful. Just like people of positive energy, good energy, it's a very powerful field too. So, and to sense something in the spiritual, my battery on this phone is dying, to sense something in the spiritual realm like that makes perfect sense since you can sense it and you can feel it from people. And I one time, when I was working my one job, there was this individual who could not stand me. I left that job and I came back and I ran into the individual. I, as soon as I walked past, the energy that came from her, it was as if a basketball hit me right in my abdomen area and went straight through me. That's how her energy, the negative energy she had, it literally went poof, and I felt it. I've never, ever, ever felt anything like that in my life. And ever since then, the energy was so negative because oh my gosh, you all. So this is real. Um, there's a siren going off 30 miles away, and it's odd. It sounds like a nuclear siren. An energy, there's an energy vampire on here. Ah, no, Rosie Pie, honey, you don't need to watch no depressing. Hold on a second, you all. I got to find my cord for my phone. Let me put this like here. I've got to, this phone is dying. I've got to plug it in. There. I think I got energy, but I can't hold my phone up too high because of it. Yeah, I don't watch it. If it's a ritual going on, don't watch it. Don't look at it. It's not good. I'm not going to watch any single bit of it. I have no desire whatsoever. I think it's hard enough trying to keep your peace and sanity in a world that's gone upside down. Someone told me that before certain people can work for a certain agency, that a super, super, super bright light is shined on them to see if they can withstand that light, just to make sure they're who they say they are and not some type of an entity in a body that is pretending to be human. Have you heard that? Because there are certain ones that cannot stand extreme light, certain bright light. Okay. Yeah, Michael, don't watch it. Oh, I didn't hear anything about planets or something. I really don't look on the internet or things like that. I got so much I'm trying to wrap up around this house, trying to get my life in order, my belongings in order, get organized and declutter, get rid of things that I have no need for whatsoever. I set it out on the curb, you all. I'm not going to have no yard sale or nothing. If I got something I want to get rid of, I'm not going to try to waste my time selling it. I'll either set it out for somebody to pick it up and use it, and or I will take it to the Goodwill so someone else can use it. Yeah, that's right, you all. You got to declutter your life. If you got stuff sitting around that you ain't touched for years and years and years and years, you're just thinking, well, I might need it. If it's not really useful, get rid of it. The flash you're talking about It kind of looked like something like that. It did. It's like that is like, it's like a plasma torch, that type of a brightness, but it was poof, poof, just like that. Um, no one covers on the lights. What lights are you talking about? Grand Rising. The horrors of working under fluorescent and LED lights block blue light. So are the LED lights bad for you? Is the question. I've not studied the lights. I haven't. They have no covers on them. They're super bright. They got flashlights that are so bright that they can start fires. They pulse to the computer beat. It's an extension of the computer. I've got LED lights up here, but is that what you're talking about? I just stuck some up there. Well, not just, but I did for a low light. For if I'm up here, I got to have a little bit of light. There's a lot of info available. You just assume that things they allow us to have probably have potential to hurt us. Well, that's probably true, Christina. Oh, the purple lights. Look up. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I remember these purple lights from years and years ago. They would emphasize the purple light bulbs, the glow in the dark light bulbs, and people would use them. And like if these people when they go dancing, there's all these strobing lights that would literally drive me up a wall. I would feel like I was in the Twilight Zone with stuff like that. They're messing with the live feed chat, and how are they messing with it? Blue lights from the blue of the screen of a computer. Susan, honey, yeah, it looks fine to me too. Yeah, we all need help. Absolutely. We need a lot of help. Li-Fi. Oh, yeah, the lights are much dimmer. Oh, it disappeared probably on your end. Purple Rain. Oh, that's another way to read Purple Rain, R-E-I-G-N. I don't like holding my phone down that angle. Thank you, Brad. God is gangsta. Now, I've heard that, but is that true? Is it true? I haven't done that experiment, and I don't even know where I would get the lights to do it. That would be kind of weird. Somebody walking around to see if that was the truth or not. But I have heard that. It's something that's been going around. It's welcoming the Palladians' reign. Yeah. Well, there's many gods out there. There really are. And only you and they know which one you mean from inside of here, right inside of here, with the God that you're connected to. There is a spiritual connection when you say there's many gods. Which gods? Well, I think my spirit knows what I'm connected to, and it's the God of love and peace and mercy right here. And yeah, let's you buy auto lights outside and they blink. When they start blinking, oh wow, that's strange. Yeah, because even in the spiritual realm, those spirits, whether they be bad or good, they know the spirits inside of you and they know what your intent is too. They know, even animals can sense your emotions, your anxiety, everything. They can sense your spirit. Animals can pick up on people who have bad spirits. So you really you can't fool the spiritual realm whatsoever. And you can't fool certain types of people and or the animals. They have a sense that we don't have. So that's really, yeah, you can't. So people can say, something all they want. I'm sorry. There's a way to sense whether you're an authentic person or not, whether you're afraid and terrified or not, even though you may say, I'm not afraid. Something and someone and animals know whether you're afraid or whether you're not. And lying, people know whether or not you're lying and or telling the truth. Yeah, it's all energy. It's energy. It's spiritual. I like the spiritual realm. I do. I like to focus on the spiritual realm more than the material world. And now the spiritual realm is literally manifesting into this physical realm that we live in. It's becoming more and more apparent. Um, it's like a convergence happening, you all. It is. That's right. Don't want no spirit of fear. I want a spirit of awareness. Um, so, um, enigmaticis, driving under street lights at night. Different street lights at night would go off as soon as I pass under it. I noticed that too when I would have to be, I would do overtime and I would have to drive real early in the wee hours of the morning. And I noticed as I was going down the road, the lights would do that too. And I thought, did that light just go off? And I get to another light, the street lights that stand on the side of the highways and stuff. It is true. And I wondered, why is that happening? It wouldn't happen all the time, but it did happen a lot of the time. Um, I'm sure other people have experienced it too. Um, I don't know if you could say that, Nuke Gal, with 100% certainty. If an eye looks to the left, the person is lying. If the eyes look to the right, the person is recalling. Just hint to help you know who is truthful and who is lying, because it happens automatically. There are some people who can literally do that to fool other people too. I don't know if that is a good concrete way to assume whether or not people are lying. Yeah, or telling the truth. I mean, it's a good observation, but it's not 100% foolproof. It's not. You should be able to sense the energy within them, because some people can look you straight in the eye. and lie to you. They can. And sometimes there's people who are so good they can pass these lie detector tests. But it's good to be observant. It is. The eyes tell a lot of things about people. So does their mouth. Out of the overflow of the heart, the mouth speaks. Yeah. Yeah, that's a book, I think. The Eyes are the Window to the Soul, something like that. I am going to go. You all think I'm going to go downstairs since I immediately got up and I got on this phone right here again because of that flash like that. Um, I love you all too. And today's the 19th. The 24th is coming to see if something's going to happen and not. Of course, things are happening right now. Every single day there's something happening. There's things happening that we don't know about, and we probably don't even want to know about it. They're so bad. But there's things that are happening that are good that we do want to know about, but we really don't get to hear about it. But we can feel it at times within our beings. So thank you for coming on here this morning. And with that being said, hello, wherever you are in any part of the world. Hello. From my heart to yours, love you. Have a wonderful rest of your morning, you all. And thank you again for coming on here. Thank you, Susan, honey. Love you.